Hey, it's Paul from howtoplaybassdotcom. Today's lesson we're going to learn how to play the bass line to the UB40 version of Red Red Wine, originally done by Neil Diamond, of course. And before we get started, if you're not already a subscriber to my free monthly easing, click the link underneath the video and head over to my website and subscribe. As a thank you for subscribing, you'll get a sequence of song tutorials in video and PDF format over the next few days via email. Additionally, there's also a song tutorial, again, usually in video and PDF format, every month. All this material is exclusive to subscribers, just costs an email address. That's all it takes. Go and do that and then come back here and we'll get started. Red Red Wine starts with the chorus. So you just heard the chorus being played with the backing track. 8-bar section. First 6 bars is a 2-bar pattern that repeats chordally and slight variation. The first pattern we're going to play is this. This is 2 bars. And they're all octaves. We could start off with D flat, then G flat, then E flat, then A flat. Octave, D flat and its octave are the 4th and 6th frets of the D and the G string. Then we're down to G flat. We're going to play same pattern but on the 2nd and 4th frets of the E and D strings. Then we're up to E flat and its octave, which are the 6th and the 8th frets of the A and the G string, and then the pattern finishes with A flat and its octave, which is the 4th fret of the E string, and the octave is the 6th fret of the D string. So D flat, G flat, E flat, and finally A flat. Okay, so that's the first 2 bars. The next 2 bars we're going to play D flat, as before, G flat, E flat. Then we get to the A flat chord, we're going to play this. Slightly different, it's A flat, the octave, so 4th and 6th frets of the E and the D strings as before, and then we're going to play G flat and E flat. G flat's the 4th fret of the D string, E flat the 6th fret of the A string, of course. Okay, so that's that 2-bar pattern. Then we're going to play the same pattern that we played the first time through. So 2 D flats, G flat, E flat, A flat, and then the last 2 bars are like a turnaround, and we're going to play this pattern. Okay, so what we're playing is A flat, and then with that variation we go from A flat to G flat to E flat, so that's a bar, that's the 7th bar, and then we're going to play, so we're going to go down to G flat, play its octave, and then play F flat and back to G flat. That's the 2nd and 4th frets of the D string, and then play that pattern on A flat again. That's the end of the first chorus. Then there's a repeat of the chorus. You straight in to the repeat, and then there's a 2-bar pattern where we just play the riff through. So D flat, G flat, obviously, and the octaves, E flat, and then A flat. And then we get to the next section of the tune, which is the verse. We're going to look at that in a separate section of the tape. Okay, you just heard the verse being played. We'll go through it slowly again, bar by bar. The first bar, a lot of this is stuff you've already played in the chorus, but you're just changing the order. So the first bar is an A flat, and we're going to play this. which is A flat, its octave, G flat and E flat as before. And then the second time through, playing A flat, its octave, G flat and back to the A flat. So that first bar of the verse. Okay, then we go to D flat, we're going to play this. So we're playing D flat, its octave, 4th and 6th frets, A and G strings. Then we're playing C flat, 4th fret of the G string, A flat, 6th fret of the D string, and then D flat and its octave again. Then we're down to G flat. We're just going to play G flat in octaves with this kind of rhythm. Then we're back up to D flat. We're going to play. So again, it's D flat and its octave. And then that pattern where we go from the octave to the minor 7th, which in this case is C flat, to the 5th, which in this case is A flat. Okay, and that's the first 4 bars. I'll play those first 4 bars slowly. Okay, the next 4 bars. Next bar is another A flat bar. We're just going to play just A flat in its octave. Then on the D flat bar, we're going to play just D flat in its octave, but there's a rhythmic variation. We're going to play this. So it's you can hear it hopefully clearly, the rhythm there, and you also hear it in the little play along at the start. We're down to G flat again. And then the very last bar. So we're playing 4 A flats at the 6th fret of the D string, G flat at the 4th fret, E flat at the 6th fret of the A string, stab on A flat, 4th fret of the E string, up to here, the A flat at the 11th fret of the A string, slide down to that D flat there, and start of the next chorus. So something like that, a nice way to practice that is, rather than playing through the whole thing, is just isolate those 2 bars. So just play something like, and then stop, count yourself back in, 3, 4. And then you're back into it like that. And just practice that, so you start off slowly. Etc. Now, after that verse, it goes back to the chorus. After the second chorus, we've got the between the verse and the chorus again, we've got the pattern, the basic chorus pattern. Between chorus 2 and verse 1, we only played that once through, but the next time round, we play it another time. Okay, and then we're back into the verse, etc. You play that through, it comes out and then into another chorus. Now where you go from there purely depends on which version you're playing. There's 2 or 3 different versions by UB40 that are out there, one with a rap, one without, a live version. So what you do now is just work out what format you're going to play and then plug in the appropriate parts. But you've got the main parts that you need, you put them together, work out which version you're playing, and you'll be good to go.